Hello, my single solitary viewer. It's time. Once again, you can join me in the ClubHouse SMP. Yeah, Season 7 is almost upon us in almost but not quite 1.21. Armadillos are cute and all, but they won't be there right off the bat, and the bogs won't be there either, not at launch. However, we're going to have all these beautiful copper blocks. We're going to have all the new tough blocks that'll be there, as well as some early trial chambers. But all that stuff, and even the future stuff that's coming in 1.21, jeez, these numbers are getting difficult for Flues. All that stuff didn't feel like a big enough update, so we, on the ClubHouse SMP, are kicking it up a notch. We're adding many data packs, stuff that adds all sorts of structures and biomes to discover in vanilla Minecraft, no mods needed. And we're talking about multiple structures being added through dungeons and taverns, towns and towers, and dungeon, yes, another one. Now, the world is alive and vibrant, especially since we're adding William Wither's overhauled overworld, making the boring old Minecraft biomes worthy of awesome bases again, from stunning jungles, smoldering volcanoes, pine forests, plains, and, well, if you build a base in the Dark Oak Forest, we will bring flowers to your grave, so long as it's not in the Dark Oak Forest. I'm not showing it here, but the overworld isn't the only place getting a glow up. The Nether and the End are getting makeovers as well, but we'll let you discover those when the time comes. No spoilers, but until then, we of course have our mining world again. Here is the spot at spawn that takes you there. Now we'll talk about all the cobble stuff a little bit later on, but if you hit this note block right here, you go to the mining world. And of course, you're in the mining world. There are no data packs, no overhaul over here. It's pure vanilla. You hit the note block and we're back. And of course, we're going to have shortcuts straight to the mining world end and straight to the mining world nether. Once these are hooked up, they're not hooked up quite yet. And over here is KitKit's Player Shop on the server, which will allow you to set up a one block shop per item or block you're selling. And it's going to be completely theft proof. And you make sure you watch Dutch's upcoming tutorial to make sure you understand how well it works. And there's going to be lots of other little quality of life, little stuff set up on the server as well. Vanilla tweaks, armor statues, more mob heads, wandering trader mini blocks. There's going to be fast minecarts. Like finally, it's good. Rails are going to be useful again in terms of transportation, not just automated farms. Spyglass will show horse traits if you look through it. We're going to have saddle chairs and, plenty of other little things to increase server performance so that your playing experience will be as lag-free as possible. Can I join, you ask? How much is it, you ask? Where did your shirt go? These are all important questions to which the answers are simple. First, I don't know. And yes, you can join. And yeah, it's free. It's free to join. Though I'll admit that I've been spending a lot of money on these servers over the months and years, and I've been losing money every month for a long while now. So if you can spare a contribution, there's a link to my Patreon in the description down below, or you can check our free UHC Clubhouse Discord, and you can find information for Failing Dutchman or Sten Stone's patrons, because they're also like losing money on these servers every month. They're in the red too, so these servers, they don't just host the SMP. They also host many UHC recorded rounds that you might watch sometimes on other channels. But there's a lot of stuff. Let me wait until the train is done passing through. Goddamn train. God damn! That was the longest train ever. Finally, I'm back 3 years later to say that, long story short, with the Patreon infomercial, I just want to mention, of course, that's only for those among you who are capable of contributing, because these servers are really expensive, and if it wasn't for all the Flues crew that have been supporting me and us, we wouldn't have these servers. We'd be going, these servers are nuts, we can't afford these. It's crazy, but thanks to you, we almost can. Yeah, thank you to everyone who does their part. That's just really appreciated. But of course, you don't have to pay to join us, because we know in these times with the inflation that's nuts, in these tough days, not everyone can contribute, and we're well aware of this, and we're well aware that there are some among you who just can't afford it, and it would be really a shame if you couldn't join us on the server, because we like you, even though, you know, you can't support us financially. You can support us by making the community a great place to be, but financially, you know, we understand it can't happen at the moment, and that's fine. Just join us for free. And hopefully, then we'll have enough people who can shoulder the financial burden, and we'll all be having fun together really, really soon. When March 1st, more details after we talk about all of this. First, though, I have to also mention this. Not only is it free to join, but there is an age limit. By Discord's terms and services, and we're using the free Discord server to organize all this. So you have to be of legal age to join a Discord server, which is more than 13. You have to be, 14 years old and up is the age, I do believe. But to be totally truthful, almost everyone in the community that comes and plays on the SMP are full-grown adults. So overall, you'd probably fit in better if you too were a fully grown adult, or, mature in that way that you can totally hang out with full grown adults and fit in nicely. So let's talk about the cobblestone right here. And to do that, we'll point out that we have on the server the blue map. The blue map view, and you can see where I am at spawn, and we can change the view of the blue map, and we can see, the whole server. You can actually creepily spy on me while I play. Maybe I shouldn't have pointed that out. But you can see that some cobble has been placed here, and that's part of the dual projects that we're thinking of with Spawn. We'd like Spawn, and by we, it was my idea, but Dutch insisted I lay out the plans with cobble, that we could have Spawn be a little bit like Venice or Amsterdam, and basically have all of these water canals everywhere. And that's what you see on the blue map. That's what you see when I do the free cam. You can see that these are water canals. Don't accent shame me. That's how you pronounce it, right? Water canals. And yeah, we're going to have the little bridges over the water canals. And that's going to require a lot of terraforming. So I'm probably going to need your help if we want this to be done as quickly as possible. So we have a tiny piece here that is built. So what I'm mostly using is mossy brick slabs with a few brick slabs here and there, and then mossy bricks. And then we have some of the new tough bricks, and then we have deep slate bricks, and that makes a nice little gradient the farther down we go in the water. And we then fill in the rest with grass blocks, so dirt. Ideally, we won't be cheapening out, and we're going to make it full dirt and not just one layer of dirt with water underneath, because people will probably want basements. But that's half of the project at spawn. Once we have these canals done, then we'll be able to build houses and shops and stuff over them in various plots. There's another project potential we can have. If I just travel over here and look for cave entrances on the side of this mountain, it's going to be a little bit dark, but you can see that there are huge caves inside this mountain, and just a little bit of terraforming in here, or just a little bit of clearing out, will allow people to have lots of room for a troglodyte spawn, if you will. So more shops can go in here with very easy, for those who like digging out stuff, or you want to beautify a cave a little bit. That's going to be looking pretty interesting. So you could say that's spawn phase 2, or if someone wants to volunteer to make something out of that, feel free, because we're going to need all hands on deck. For those who are interested in working in spawn projects. So there's the caves and the water canals. There's a theme, I guess. It's the water canals or the crevices. It's one or crevasse. crevasse. So when is this launching? It's launching Friday, March 1st, so that we can have a full weekend of playing a whole lot, getting our starter gear so we can get started on projects. But you can start planning before then, because I do believe we'll have access to the blue map. And if you join the free Discord, UHC Clubhouse, you can join into the Season 7 of the SMP discussions, where we'll be discussing other things, like the fact I have a colored name here in tab. You can see it's a purple little flues maker. I can change the color of that to any other color, and those colors could mean different roles, or they could mean different methods of playing. If you will, you'll have to check out the discussions we have in the SMP server on the Clubhouse, on the SMP chat for Season 7. You'll have to check it out there, and we'll look forward to hearing from you, because we're launching March 1st, and there's still plenty of ideas that can be considered, and that we can think about, we can possibly implement, in addition to what we've already been working on. We'll see you then in the Discord or on the server, or both. Ideally both. You'll really have a hard time coming onto the server if you're not in the Discord. But yeah, I look forward to March 1st, and bye-bye.
Sponsored by the Flues Crew on Patreon.